perfect day for baseball. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the San Francisco Giants. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, first pitch coming up. Showing the slab in today's game, Logan Webb.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Outside low, and this one is off and running. And a pitch. Fought off foul. And that misses. Ball. 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. McRae going back. It bangs off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall.
Now it's Christian Yelich. And downstairs. Runner at second, nobody out.
Let's go, Logan.
Strike one.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
And now it's William Contreras. Left field. McRae settles underneath it. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Garrett Mitchell batting with one down takes a strike. Runner at second here, one gone. Just missed.
That's outside. Ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Next for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Ball in the dirt. Yelich stands at second with 2 gone. That one the other way. Adames tosses to first. They limit the damage here. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back here in San Francisco and towing the slab, Freddie Peralta.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Fastball for a strike. Grounds one to short. Fires over to Hoskins. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the Giants lineup. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. That's a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
1 out, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Next offering upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Willie Adames now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. 2 out, space is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. In there. And so now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail here 1-0. New inning getting started. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Freddie Ferguson behind the dish calling the balls and strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever.
1-2.
Delicious.
And the next pitch is way outside.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering way off the plate. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 2-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Just
No,
missed.
that missed. That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1-2. 2-2.
Fastball right back to the mound. One away.
Yep.
That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. So up next, Joseph Ortiz. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. That's down and in. And that's outside. And that's ball 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Puts it away for the out. Two outs, base is empty. Bryce Terang getting ready to hit. There's a strike. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Matt Chapman. On the outside corner, it's 0-1. And strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
So here's Wade now. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here, ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at Oracle Park. Now here is Jackson Chourio. Webb back to work. Chourio in his 2nd season, only 20 years old. Usually in left, but today he's starting in right field.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
He goes down looking.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich. Doubled his first time up. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just
that's down.
missed.
That's the ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
1 down, base is empty.
Strike 2.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And foul ball. Oh, and 2 now. That was the sweeper,
ball,
but
2
it
strikes.
missed. That's outside.
2-2.
It's 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And that one missing low.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Inside ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
So a man aboard. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a foul ball. And the 0-1.
Outside. That's a ball.
Contreras off of first with 2 away.
Ball.
Foul ball. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. There's a strike. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. Mike Yastrzemski up here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
And that one fouled off. Swings through that.
1-2 is the count.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. Well done behind the dish. Grant McCray, the next Giant to hit. And that is out of play. Man at first, one away. Ground ball, could be two. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, this offense just got a major gift. Probably should have been a double play, but it all starts with a good feed to second. And right there, everything broke down on the throw. We'll see if they can capitalize on this.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. He's 0 for 1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Good eye
That's
right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one at 95, missed up top. Now 2-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. Swings through that one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
First and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Got him looking. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. So a hit and an error in the inning, but they aren't able to score. 3 innings complete. It's the Brewers 2 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Sal Frelick. And there's a ball.
That's low.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Fitzgerald hauls it in, and there's one away. And here is Hoskins. He's already homered here in this one. That one not close. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. One down, base is empty. Popped up. Fitzgerald. Two down. Two down, base is empty. Oliver Dunn up now for the Brewers. Grounded out his first time. There's the strike. There's the strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Brewers go down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth. Willie Adames stands in. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Here's the pitch to Adames. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Well, Boog, I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything, but I think pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
Here's Matt Chapman. And that one is downstairs. 1-0.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
There's a strike up high. Now 1-2.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one missed.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. His first at bat was a strikeout. Runner takes off.
Hey, ha!
Throw to second. He's safe.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Man at second. The changeup missing.
Strike.
And that's ball one. Outside with a breaking ball.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Next pitch is outside.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
This one in the air. Makes the catch. And there's two down. Here's Elliot Ramos. Went down on strikes his first time through. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
0-1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Pitch misses outside. And 1-1.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Chourio pulls it down, and that is that. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. We played 4. It's the Brewers 2 and the Giants nothing. Back here in San Francisco, we go to the top of the 5th, and now the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. On the ground. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
This is Bryce Terang. Struck out swinging his first time. That one fouled off. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game. Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Jackson Chourio up now. He became the 5th youngest player to start on opening day in the divisional era. Singy, can you name the others?
Well, Ken Griffey Jr. seems like a good guess for this one.
That's right. I'll give you the others. Adrian Beltre and Robin Yount.
Got it. Yount must be on that list twice because he was only 18 when he made his debut.
Exactly. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Milwaukee as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Up the middle. Jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. The 1 gets a check swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. And 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Outside low. 2-2.
2 balls.
The Giants down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5. And downstairs.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Mitchell makes the grab. 2 down. Grant McCray now at the plate. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. Giants down in order, and they're down 2-0. Back here at Oracle Park, here's Yelich at the dish. Yelich goes 6 feet 3 inches, 33 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Webb back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Eric Miller preparing to come on if needed. Rodriguez warming up as well. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
1-1.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. William Contreras will hit next. Yelich goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Swing and a high fly ball left field. McCray in position, reaching for it, and brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. So Bob Melvin out of the dugout, and he's ready to make a move. A new pitcher in the game, Eric Miller.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there. Strike 1.
Clearly taking all the way right there. I think he's just trying to measure up this new arm out there on the mound.
Yelich takes his lead at third with 1 away. Strike 2.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And that's in the dirt.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Got him. 2 away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And stepping in is the speedy Sal Frelick. Ball 1 there.
1-0.
Two outs and a runner at third, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and the count even at 1.
1-1.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Tosses to first, and that is that. So the Giants' pen gets the job done. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Brewers 2 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Come on, Lee. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these Giants being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-2. That one 95 to finish him off. So digging in, Tyler Fitzgerald, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 2.
Ooh, I thought he'd bite right there.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. On a line, base hit.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Runner.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Late on that fastball. Movement in the bullpen. Yoel Payamps getting loose out there. Koenig also throwing. Next one is off the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well,
1-2.
I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
1 out and a runner at second. The throw in, but it's offline. He will score. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
1 down, runner at first. And here is Matt Chapman. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
0-1. In the dirt, blocked. And the runner stays where he is. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now a dozen strikeouts for him in this one.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Lamont Wade Jr., the next Giant to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Adames, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a swing and a miss.
Big-time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mitchell gets under it, nabs it, and that is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Randy Rodriguez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. He's already homered in this game. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 gone here. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Dunn at the plate and takes high there.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Adames, the throw to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Joseph Ortiz. First offering, and it just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And it's fouled away. Fastball for a strike. 1-2. Comebacker to the mound. Handles, throws to first, and Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yoel Payamps.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So now here's the DH, Elliot Ramos. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
1-1.
And a count 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Next one misses, and a count 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
1-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Mike Yastrzemski, the next Giant to hit. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second.
0-1.
Out.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run call from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom of the 7th. Misses inside, and a count even 1-1. On the ground to the left. Fair ball.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And up next for San Francisco, Grant McCray. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
But with the tie and run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Now the 0-1. That one's upstairs,
1-1.
ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And a count 1-2.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Yastrzemski off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the...
And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. That's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
One, two.
0-2 pitch that far out of his zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Lifted in the air down the left side. McCray makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. 1 for 3. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And a rope into center field, base hit. Runner on at first with one gone. Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers.
Hey,
Rodriguez keeping him close.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
That one down the line,
No,
and it goes just foul. Inside,
1 ball, 1 strike.
and that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2 upstairs.
2-2.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back. Up onto the arcade and gone. See you later. He shoots one out to right, and they add a couple more. It's 4-1.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here. That's for sure.
Contreras in the box
One
here.
ball, no
Lets that
strikes.
one go for a ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Clips the corner. Strike 1. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Sean Jelly getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Root getting loose as well. Still only 1 out here in the inning. This to third. Chapman over to first in time. 2 out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So next it's the Brewers cleanup hitter, Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 3 in this one. There's the swing and a miss.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Next offering upstairs. And misses inside. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jarred Koenig. Leading things off and takes a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Off the mark there, and the count is 1-1. Lifted in the air, right field. Chourio makes the grab, 1 down. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That's in for a strike.
0-1.
And strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen.
That's a ball.
Way
2-2.
inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So 2 down now, and here is Willie Adames. Inside, almost got him. The Giants trailing by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one in the air, right field. Chorio sizing this one up, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Giants 1. Righty reliever out of the pen, Sean Jelly. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. And a bunt towards third. Has to barehand it to first. And that's a great play for the out.
He was out early today working on that very play.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Yeah, there's the strike. Jelly. He's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Tristan Beck up and loosening in the pen. Just off the inside edge.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds. Add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
Lee makes the grab. That's out number 2. Two outs, base is empty. Next for Milwaukee, Oliver Dunn. Late swing, foul to the left. In the air, left field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Nothing across here this half. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Giants 1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Trevor McGill.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Chapman at the plate now. That's ball one. Strike one.
1-1.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2 is the count.
Swing and a pop-up. Done. Makes the catch for the out.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. McGill, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. That misses, and that's ball one. The Brewers leading by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires over to Hoskins, and they're down to their last out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Next is the designated hitter, Elliot Ramos. Right through there for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
And delivers outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Hit to right, and that should do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.